I'm very pleased to announce Mary Frances Heichman. Mary Frances is brought to us soon as I find the right page. Megan, I'm looking for your last name. Well, Bianca Booker, I'm sorry. For some reason it's not on the page here. I couldn't find it. Any event. I could be, I don't know. Mary Frances, class of 66, right? Played 3 sports, basketball, field hockey, and tennis. But you didn't stop there, I'm told, because it was during your years as a coach at Bridgewater that you made a lasting impression, and one that I hear lots of stories about, even in my short tenure here. You coached lacrosse from 71 to 87, finishing with a 119, 113, 5 record, and you were named ODAC Coach of the Year in 1987. On the volleyball court, Mary Frances became one of the most successful coaches in the nation. She established the volleyball program in 1975 and coached until 2008, compiling a record of 653 wins and only 268 losses. The 653 win ranks 8th all-time in Division III. You had 27 winning seasons, captured 5 ODAC titles, and made 3 trips to an NCAA tournament play. Mary Frances was named ODAC Coach of the Year 7 times, and South Region Coach of the Year in 1988 when the Eagles finished with a 33-2 record. She coached 7 ODAC Players of the Year and 37 first-team All-ODAC players. Following graduation from BC, Mary Frances received a Master's in Health and Physical Education from JMU. We forgive you. She earned a doctorate. I was trying to get JMU to play football, but they won't return our calls. And she earned a doctorate in motor learning with specialties in sports psychology and health from the University of Virginia. Mary Frances also serves as a professor in the college's Department of Health and Exercise Science, and in 2010 she was awarded the Martha B. Thornton Faculty Recognition Award. Mary Frances is very active in her church and community, and I understand there's a big festival tomorrow.
That's right.
Are you working, or are you coming to the football game? Good answer. You can learn a lot, just pay attention. She's an active member of the Montezuma Church of the Brethren, where she has served on numerous committees and boards. Her community activities include involvement in clinics for Challenger Little League, the Special Olympics swimming program, and the Southern Region Wheelchair Games. Quite impressive, needless to say. So Bianca, would you like to present Mary Frances for induction into the Hall of Fame?
President Cornelius, it is my honor to present Mary Frances Heichman for induction into the Bridgewater College Athletic Hall of Fame.
Mary Frances, it is my pleasure as president of Bridgewater College to officially induct you into the class of 1966 into the Bridgewater College Athletic Hall of Fame. Bianca, would you please unveil the plaque?
President Cornelius, Bianca, you did good, Bianca. Family, assistant coaches, Hall of Fame inductees, Hall of Fame members, friends and members, all of you members of the Bridgewater College family. It's a great honor to be inducted into the Bridgewater College Hall of Fame along with Patty and Anthony. My thanks to the selection committee and also to Phil Stone for the continued support and encouragement he gave me during my coaching career. My journey at Bridgewater College began when I was about 10 or 11 years old, sitting over in the old gym with my legs dangling over the balcony watching my sister play basketball. Some of you are smiling. You remember the exciting times in the old gym. I came to Bridgewater College as a business education major and a basketball player. Once I was around the gym, Miss Mapp soon had her hook in me, and before I knew what was happening, I was a physical education major and also playing tennis and hockey. Ms. Mapp had a way of convincing you that you could play 3 sports a year with no problem. I feel very fortunate to have had her as a coach and a mentor for my career. Thank you, Ms. Mapp. Also, my thanks to my former teammates who made my playing days so enjoyable. I was a day student my first 3 years, and so having that support group on campus was very important for my success in college. As if this wasn't an emotional enough night to begin with, I walked out in the lobby just before the ceremony, and there stood my roommate from college. Eileen had flown in from Florida. Thank you for coming, Eileen. Someone asked me if I was surprised to be selected for the Hall of Fame. For sure I was. The Hall of Fame has such people as Melody Dara, who scored 1,599 points in her career. Jim Upperman scored 2,237. Heisman scored 47. And that wasn't for one game. That was 4 years being a starter. I'm glad that some people remembered we only played half court and we guards couldn't go over the center line. Until the one year that we have a roving player rule, and then Perky and I would race to half court to see who could get down to the other end and shoot a basket. It has been said in order to be successful, it's important to surround yourself with good people. I did that with great assistant coaches. I give my assistants the credit for our successes. I really appreciate all you did, and thanks for putting up with me. My thanks also to Tut for driving me all over the country on the recruiting trail. In addition to excellent assistant coaches, another important ingredient is excellent student athletes who are willing to set goals and work together to achieve those goals. I'd like former players to stand, please. I feel, oh, yeah. I feel blessed to have had the opportunity to be your coach. Thanks for giving me that opportunity. I will never forget the fun van games we played. When we were traveling, it would get boring on the road, so the van that was in the back would think of something silly to do. They'd pass the front van and do something crazy. Of course, the back van then had to think of something better. I remember the time that, if you can picture a van going down 81 with Bridgewater College on the side, about a half a dozen lacrosse sticks sticking out on each side, and the players are all inside rowing. I think I was getting pretty good gas mileage that trip. I still laugh about the night that you had your bras around your heads, apples stuffed in the cups, and you were squatted down in your seats as you went by us. It looked like a van full of aliens. Even funnier was when you stuck your head out the window and the apples fell out and came bouncing down 81. The night on a return trip from Lynchburg when I thought the van was on fire and quickly told the players who pulled over, get out, get out. And there was a steep bank, and I was chasing them up the bank, afraid the van was going to blow up. Fortunately, the van wasn't on fire. We did spend a lot of hours that night at a repair shop. But when we returned home, one of the players was missing her slacks. We looked everywhere in the van, no slacks. 2 weeks later, we played another team in Lynchburg, and we're coming back on 29. And we get to about that same spot, and Sydney yells, "There are my slacks, still beside the road." I wheeled around, she got out, grabbed her slacks out of the ditch, shook them off, jumped back in the van, and away we came back to Bridgewater. One season, we had van or car trouble on every away game. I remember telling the players, rather than getting my master's in education, I should have gone to mechanic school. A special thanks to the Eagle Club members who have helped put our coaches and athletes on charter buses. That's one of the best things that happened while I was coaching. We love our Eagle Club members and invite any of the rest of you to be an Eagle Club member if you would like. There have been so many people who have helped me along the way. Thanks to all of you who have been a part of my life. I will be forever indebted to you.